The gadget from Melusi, it's really hard to get around it. Operators have to have a pretty specific loadout to get rid of it easily. Something with explosives, let's say a grenade or a gun 6, that will help you to get rid of it. But if you don't have those, you have to get into the detection area and risk to do a melee on it, so it's pretty dangerous. At the same time, it's super strong because it has both a slow effect on you and also it's giving intels to the defenders that you are around the area. So in general, it's a pretty strong device. What we've done is that the gadget now is deployed close and it will open only when the attackers are entering the detection area. Once it's open, attackers will be able to deal with it either with bullets or a melee hit. We also kept the gadget vulnerable to explosives, so you can get rid of it in the old way, but now you have more tools. We think that the Banshees will need to be deployed by Melusi more carefully, because you don't want players to have direct line of sight with them. You want them to get surprised by the Banshees, similarly to how we play the proximity alarms, for example. And also for attackers, you'll have more options to deal with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Both Mira and Maestro have two gadgets that are very strong in one of the key aspects of Rainbow Six, that is the intel. Both help you to control pretty wide areas, either with the Mira on a specific wall or a Maestro at the end of a room, so they bring a lot of intel and they are pretty strong with that. We're introducing a new mechanic that is called Shattered Glass, that will allow players to get close to these gadgets, use their melee against their glasses and shatter them. Our objective here was to allow the attackers to have more tools to get rid of these gadgets, so they are not that dependent on their load that they're carrying. When they get shattered, they obstruct the view from the other side, either the observation tool or, in the case of the Mira, from the other side of the wall. For Maestro, you can shatter the small doors he has, and that will make the Maestro unable to see when the doors are closed. He'll need to open them, and once they're open, he can shoot as always and also gather intel. And for the VP cameras, it's more of the same. You can get close to the camera, melee the glass, and the glass will break. And the operators on the observation tools, they won't be able to see anything. Once they are break, they won't be able to use the red or yellow ping. All the sound feed will remain connected, so you don't see, but you can hear what's going on, which is also an interesting piece. We think that this change is not going to radically affect these gadgets. What we're doing here is giving more options to the players. If they find themselves in a situation where they are close to a Mira or close to a Maestro and they are without explosives in them, they could use the melee to shatter the glasses, and they will gain that advantage. Really, the new smoke doesn't look that different. We've created a new VFX and a new sound effects. I think we've achieved to make it easier to understand where the limit of it is. But yeah, it's not that different. We also made some changes in the damage. So in the past, the damage was decreasing while you were inside the smoke area, but the new damage is going to remain stable during all the time when you are inside. Currently, depending on how the canister is placed, the cylinder will deploy in weird ways sometimes, making the gas get through the walls or even the floors and ceilings. Sometimes this is used by accident, and sometimes is intended, and even some default plans in some maps can be denied with this small glitch or strategy, let's say. So we've included a new propagation system that is based on the current fire propagation system. What it basically does is that it avoids all the time to get through walls, and what the smoke does now is that it tries to propagate through the holes he found. So if you threw it next to a window, it might propagate depending on the exact position, but it will propagate through the window or get through the door in a similar fashion to how fire propagates.